so which brings with it the trees which can cause damage to the rock structures that are beneath it. But also there's other invasive species such as ivy and Cotoneaster, and those particular species like to bed their roots down in between the cracks, which then start to swell, and then they can then crack off pillars of rock.
Once at the top, it was time to see the gorge from a different angle.
That's it, all right.
Well, I'm 25 metres up one of the rock faces now on Cheddar Gorge, and I thought I'd better come up here to find out the kind of challenges this work presents to the rope technicians.
It's a huge privilege for us to work in the gorge, and it's the majority is getting the kit in. It's a long walk in, yeah, carrying hundreds and hundreds of metres of rope is a big job. But when we're here, it's fantastic. It's dangerous, but the view makes it all worthwhile.
Johnny describes this work as descaling. It's a bit like putting the gorge in the dentist chair, I suppose.
We use hand tools to remove large boulders. Just nothing that's too heavy, because these cliffs have got a lot of history and we don't want to be too hard on them. We do have the local goat population that pop over and watch us work, yeah.
I suppose it's a lonely job otherwise.
It is, yeah, and sometimes the goats provide more better company than some of the guys we work with.
As for me, a rather inelegant scrabble back to the top, but with a true appreciation of what it takes to preserve and protect this natural wonder. Sarah Jane Bungay, BBC News in Cheddar Gorge.
Now we're going to bring you news about a barn owl called Bobby, which was hired as a ring bearer at a wedding, but has actually caused a bit of a stir. It all happened at a castle in Cheshire. The owl was hired to sweep majestically down the aisle to a collective